it's MK, and today I am here with Mixed Media Mayhem, woohoo! And this is the layout that we will be lifting today. I was so excited when I saw this layout. I could not wait to attempt to recreate it. So what I am going to be playing with is a couple of these wooden gears that are from the Redefine Creative Cut Shop. And then I also have this cut file that came with my Creative Cuts Club kit. It's just the word Junkie. I also have this awesome diamond. It's kind of small diamond, big diamond stencil. I have two photos that are very similar, but not exact. I'm going to be using my distress tool, and I do have to say I've got a lot of questions about this tool. It is no longer available by Close to My Heart, but there is a similar one that is much smaller by Tim Holtz. It's just called an edge distresser. I've got some sequins, some crackle paste that I am dying to try. It's my first time going to be trying this. And then I cut out some diamonds using my die cut machine. It's just a Cricut. I chose the free shape of a diamond and then just guessed on the sizes, which I wished I would have went a little bit larger, but that's okay. I'm going to be using some sprays by Dilutions. They are fresh lime right here. I love these bright colors and they're not glossy. I also have London Blue, and then this yellow is a Lemon Zest. I find it funny how the same manufacturer puts their labels in different places. And then I also have Twisted Citron, which is the green, yellow, and blue all in one by the Oxides in that spray as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of make almost like a plus sign going across, because that's kind of what Nicole did in her layout. So I'm going to do just a little plus sign going across my layout in just a little bit. So the up and down portion is going to be a little bit thinner, or the thicker than the going across portion. That's going to be a little bit on the thinner side. And then over in the upper right hand corner, she's got a little bit of detail as well. So I'm going to go ahead and add that in as up there too. And then I made mine just a little bit bigger because of the two photos that I'm going to be using. I actually don't realize that I'm going to be cutting them down as small as I do. So the first thing I thought I would try was to dilute the Dilutions, paint, because I wasn't sure if I wanted to go with softer or brighter. And once I put the color down, I was like, oh no, I definitely want the bright green. I really like the bright green. So I'm going to dab here and there and then keep going back to darken it in certain spots as the paper soaks it up. Now, the paper that I am using is just an old mixed media paper. I actually kind of did some stamping on the other side and was going to do something with it, but by the time that, I got to this layout, I was like, I don't remember what I was going to do. So I just flipped it over and decided that I'm going to just start over. Yep, there's always two sides to every piece of paper that I'm aware of. So I'm just going to start over and use the other side. And I have been, just a little know-how, I have a stash of used mixed media paper that has already been started. I wouldn't say that they're finished per se, but they have been started. And so I definitely am trying to work my way through a few of those just because of the fact that I just have no clue what to do with them, you guys. I need to use them. Why have them sitting there? So I went ahead and at first I thought I was going to do the green and then the yellow and then the blue, because the blue seems to be like the darkest. Well, I should have started with yellow and then did green. And then did blue. And I just loved, oh my gosh, you guys, look at this London Blue. I absolutely loved it. And I'm trying to leave white spots, but then I'm also trying to work fast enough to where I'm blending the two colors together, like the green and the yellow and the blue and the yellow and things like that. Trying, but I don't want it to fully fill in all the gaps. I want just a little bit. And then I just realized that, I'm not sure if I like it. I don't know, but I'm going with it, and I'm going to continue to go with it only because I don't know what's going to be covered up by the diamonds as well as by the photos. So I'm just going to go with it, you guys. I just, even though I'm not too happy with it and I just feel like it's really blocky right now, even though the paint isn't blocky at all, I feel like the design is very blocky. And so, yeah, I also am going to see if it lifts like Distress ink. I have no idea if it does or not. So I went ahead and splattered some water on it, and now I'm picking it up with my paper towel. I didn't want to do like, I rolled it the first time and then I ripped it off and then rolled it again because I didn't want the wet paper towel to put markings in the layout where I didn't want it to go. So I had a fresh roll the second roll. I just didn't want to risk it. So now I'm taking a white ink. It's actually Distress paint in Picket Fence. And I went ahead and I distressed all of my black edges to make it look like they were edge distressed, but I didn't want to distress the edges. For one, I didn't want to take the time because this black cardstock, I have no idea where I got it, does not have a white core cardstock. So I went ahead and I just, distressed the edges in white, which I'm not even sure if you're going to be able to see it or not. Even in the close-ups, I don't know. I'm not sure. And then I pop dotted every single one of them because I thought that this layout would look amazing with all that dimension. And then eventually, as I get going, I'm gluing, or I'm putting the diamonds down. And then I thought, well, why don't I just put the photos down? Why am I not doing that? So went and got some foam and went ahead and just popped it on the back. And now I'm going to put my photos down. Yep. Why not? I just didn't see a reason why I wasn't doing that. I don't know. Sometimes I work backwards, you guys. Seriously. So here's the photos. I do use double-sided tape as well as liquid glue on my fun foam for two reasons. Not because I have a mixed media background. I do it no matter what. And part of that is because the glue, I feel like, is a more permanent. Or no, I'm sorry. The double-sided tape, I feel like, is an instant stick, and the glue allows me to move it around a little bit in case I didn't get it just right the first time. So that's my only excuse. I do it no matter what. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start with the largest diamonds first. I actually counted how many diamonds she used on her layout and decided I was going to do the exact same thing. There isn't anything I do not like about this layout. So I wanted to mimic it exactly the way that she had it. And even though I am putting some of the diamonds where it fits around my photo rather than her single photo, I am definitely, trying to keep the diamonds where they belong. And then, of course, I can't throw anything away. So I have to see if that little pointed part of the diamond fits somewhere, but it didn't. Oh, darn it. So that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and look at these gears, and they were a little on the thicker side. So I went ahead and into my stash and pulled out some assemblage required gears that are cut out of wood. They are a little thinner and they actually fit right underneath my diamonds with the dimensions. So I thought, oh, this is way better instead of me trying to bend the diamonds, getting the other wood pieces underneath. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm sorry that I switched out the gears, but I didn't want the gears to not be tucked under because she has hexagons on hers, and I love the craft feel, or actually I think they're cork. I love that feel of the hexagons, and so I wanted to keep the natural wood of these gears, and I did want them tucked under like hers were. All right, so off camera, I sprayed my Junkie and my Junkie word. Let me clarify. I sprayed my Junkie word with black, and then I also went and put the foam tape behind it so that way you didn't have to watch me because it's boring. And then I'm just going to glue it right there, kind of where she has her word bright. She also has journaling above and below her title, and she made her title part of her journaling, which I thought was fantastic. However, I do not plan on doing this. This is another layout of us in the backyard of Bodhi, checking out all of the junk laying around, all of the car pieces, the mill pieces, generator pieces, plumbing, just you name it, you guys. It's all laid out like they took it out of the houses. They being the curators, took it out of the houses and kind of laid it in the backyards of some of the homes. And I thought it was fabulous, you guys. I don't know if Bodhi was left in this state and the grass grew around all of this stuff. I have no idea. But I think it's just awesome. There's cars, there's trucks, there's wagons, there's half of, car parts. It's just all sorts of stuff, and I love it. And oh my gosh. All right, to finish this layout off, because I did add some sequins going around. Now, her sequins looked like a sequins mix, so she had large and small and all the perfect little ones. I only had the one size, so I did a bare minimum of sequins going around the layout. But to finish it all off, I splattered it with some Twisted Citron by the Distress Oxide, and that is my layout. I absolutely just love how this looks. I love the crackle paint, by the way, or paste, I'm sorry. It's not paint. The crackle paste through that diamond stencil, it just looks fascinating and adds to the whole diamond effect. You guys, I love this layout. I'm sorry. I wanted bright and bold behind all of this junk that my kids are walking and wandering through. We spent most of our time actually going through all this junk before we moved on to the houses, to be honest. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out everyone else that is playing along with Mixed Media Mayhem. And I am dying to see their take on this sketch or layout, you guys. I'm sorry. It's 30 days of sketches and I'm stuck on saying sketches. And I'm dying to see their take on this layout. Nicole, thank you for letting us scrapbook you or scrap lift you. Oh my gosh. And I will check y'all later. Bye.